Well, ladies and gentlemen, another week in the KC Metro is coming to a close, and nothing helps ring in the end of the week better than some primetime basketball. Tonight's matchup brings us to St. James Academy, home of the Thunder, who will be attempting to defend their home court from the purple and black Piper Pirates. I'm Josh Mills, and alongside me, Nate Wright, and what we think will be a good one coming up. Well, Nate, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Both teams lost their last game and are looking to bounce back with a win. What can St. James do to stay in control and avoid starting another losing streak?
Well, every game for them is really just they have the talent. It's just toughness and effort that really set them over the edge. I mean, they can win a shootout, they can win a talent out, but the struggle with them is how they've been able to win the effort out, how they've been able to win games with physicality. The answer is no. So I'm just looking for them to play a complete 32 minutes tonight, and it should be an easy win if they play all 32 minutes hard.
Absolutely, Nate. And something that I was, noticing when talking to the players, they said the effort's there, but they got a kind of a lid on the baskets at times. So it's just going to be really important to keep the offense up tempo. But defensively, I feel like they've been playing pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree. Matthew Davis, he's probably the best defensive guard they have. And Grady Ogden and Frankie Hess both are block machines. So both are really exciting on both ends for Hess and Ogden. So definitely two key players to keep an eye on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the St. James Academy Thunder and the Piper Pirates up next on Thunder Broadcasting Network. Stay tuned for the national anthem.
And the Thunder of St. James Academy. Please assist us in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship by keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, and wholesome competition. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand for our prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord, for the gifts of our athletic abilities that bring us to this event. Bless these athletes, protect them from injury, and help all who gather around this court to enjoy the traditions of competition and sportsmanship. St. James the Greater, help us to be victorious over all our difficulties and lead us to be witnesses to your love. In your name we pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem as sung by Tegan Sullivan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to St. James as the Thunder and the Pirates get ready to take the court. We now have Mary Claire going live with Coach Dom. We're going to sit it down to her.
Coach, tonight is the 10th game in January alone. What do you want to see tonight from your guys to knock off a Piper team who can score the basketball inside and out?
Yeah, I kind of want to see us get our fighting spirit back a little bit. When you play 10 games in 21 days or whatever it is, kind of one thing leads to another, and you kind of forget who you are a little bit. So I like to see us getting back to kind of our fighting spirit.
Thank you, Coach, for great.
Yep.
And this Pirates team is led by senior point guard DJ Jackson, who has 8 games with over 20 points this season and shoots over 50% from the floor. And this Pirates team can score the basketball, and they do it efficiently as well. In the last 2 times these teams played each other was the 2021 and 2022 season, and St. James got the 21-point win. If the Thunder want to get the win tonight, they're going to have to finish the easy ones inside and be composed defensively. Josh?
Well, thank you, Mary Claire, and getting ready to get rolling here. The starting lineup for Piper Pirates, 0, Jalen Taylor. Number 1, DJ Jackson. Number 3, Johnny Vogel. Number 4, Olimar Brooks. And number 5, Cooper Crawford. Thunder have their usual starting lineup in. And Nate, what are just a couple things you're looking for tonight right off the bat?
Well, actually, Thunder made a couple changes. They put Luke Bossy in, and they've put Luke Kolich. So the game of the Lukes looks like so far. So I don't know. I'd like to see how Luke Kolich handles, the pressure of playing as a sophomore. It's never an easy task. And I'd really like to see St. James just shoot the ball well. It's always a fun night when they shoot the ball well. And if they're not shooting the ball well, I want to see them be tough. And that's something they've kind of lacked this year, is that toughness.
Yeah, and Luke Bossy, like you mentioned, certainly has earned his starting spot over the past couple of weeks, playing really, really good basketball as Cooper Crawford and Luke Bossy are on to do tip-off. And Bossy tips it back, but it's recovered by the Pirates, and an easy layup for number 0, Jalen Taylor, to start the game.
And right there, just a lack of toughness right there. They didn't get the jump. They won the tip, and they didn't get the jump ball.
The Thunder getting ready, get their offense set. Screened by Bossy. Ogden looked like he wanted that shot. He's going to refrain for right now. Hands it off to Matthew Davis, and Davis drives in, and they're going to blow it dead.
Really not the start the Thunder wanted. Give off an easy 2 points right off tip and then turn the ball over.
Absolutely, Nate. And here we have number 3, Johnny Vogel, taking it up the court for the Pirates. Not a great start for the Thunder so far, but let's see if they can get their defense set and prevent some points here. And it's a quick turnaround. The Thunder have the ball back. Matthew Davis throwing it down the court, and it's intercepted by Taylor. Passes it off to Vogel. Vogel's going up for 2. Taylor got the rebound, and he puts it in for another easy layup.
Good block right there by Matt Davis, but just falls right into the lap of Taylor.
100% agree. Davis swings it out to Peters. Peters looking, surveys. Got some time. He's going to drive into the lane, take it up himself. Hands it out to Ogden. Ogden for 3.
Yep.
And he's got it.
Death, Taxes, and Grady Ogden. We love to see at the start of the game.
Consistency. Crawford in the lane, looking to put it up himself, but he's going to refrain ultimately. Swings it out to Vogel. Vogel gets it back to Taylor. Taylor pump fakes, drives in, swings it out, and an air ball from number 4, Almar Brooks. Not quite his shot, Nate.
Number 1, DJ Jackson, I think, and that's their star player. So you love this. Look at the boss man getting dirty.
Grady Ogden for another 3 off the rim.
It's all right. That's 2 good looks for Ogden.
So here we go. Drive into the lane. DJ Jackson's going to get it back outside. A 3 attempt there by Crawford is ultimately going to fall no good. Here's Davis swinging it out to Ogden. Ogden wants another 3, and he's got it! Ogden's starting to heat up here early as the Thunder take a 2-point lead after 2 consecutive, not 2 consecutive threes, but 2 3-pointers by Grady Ogden.
You know, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I truly believe he's the best shooter in all of Kansas.
Oh, he's certainly consistent. And here's before trying to get it inside to Jackson, but Jackson couldn't hold on. And
there we go. That's the toughness we've been needing out of St. James.
there we go.
Oh!
Ogden for another 3. Off the mark. Can't get it to fall. Bossy got the rebound. Throws it out to Ogden. Ogden driving in. Tries to get it to Bossy. Off his hands. They're going to swing it back outside, let the offense get reset. Bossy with a little move there. Kolich drives in, and he's got 2 of his own. 8-4 St. James, and here go the Pirates with the timeout.
Now that is the physicality we have been asking for and begging St. James to have. And look what it did to Piper. It flustered them. It gets open shots for the best shooter in all of Kansas, Grady Ogden.
Certainly consistent so far shooting for St. James. That was one of the concerns that we had highlighted coming into this game, but they're doing a really good job of creating turnovers on defense and capitalizing on offense with their opportunities. And this is certainly not an easy team to play against. Piper's got some size, some length, and they're matching up pretty well so far.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Don's been coaching 14 years. He's a great coach. He wrote up his recipe, and so far he's let his team cook. I mean, to be honest.
So after the Piper timeout, Jalen Taylor is going to pass it back to Johnny Vogel, and Vogel's going to take it up the court as the point guard. Vogel to Jackson. Jackson driving in. Not really sure. Oh, it was a pass to Vogel, and Vogel couldn't put it in.
No,
and it's a
that
rebound.
wasn't a pass. That was a block by the boss man.
Peters drives into the lane, and he puts it up for 2. So there you have it, folks. 10-4 Thunder, a 6-point lead with 4.5 minutes to go in the first.
This is great physicality by the Thunder right now. I'm loving this.
This is one of the best starts they've had so far this season that at least I've seen. Crawford drives in, out to Jackson. Jackson looking, surveys to Taylor. Taylor driving in, puts it up, off the rim. The boss man being physical. They're going to have another opportunity. Crawford.
That's a block by Ogden. Did you see that defensive series, though? It was a scramble, and every time they recovered. And look what it does. Open 3 for,
And we don't see him miss too many of those. Physicality there by Luke Bossy. Omar Brooks got fouled.
So far, Luke Bossy has been the MVP of this game. The way he's been working on the offensive defensive glass has been beautiful to watch.
Yeah, they're going to bring Kolich and Bossy out. They're going to bring in Hess as well as Luke Neeson.
Here.
Yeah, 2 great defenders for this Thunder team. There's Brooks looking around, gets it to Vogel. Vogel looking. Passes out to Jackson.
They've done a great job of denying Jackson the ball so far.
Yes, for their best player so far, the Thunder have matched up really well against him. Taylor drives in, gets it out to Jackson. Jackson wants three, and he does have three. I mean, there's only so much you can do against a player like that. Like you said, he's their best player, but, I mean, he has proved that he has the ability to shoot, so you'd like to see him limit that in the future, Nate.
Good take, Frank. Good freaking take, Frank. Sorry. That's my boy right there. Love to see him playing well.
Well, certainly a good take there by Frankie Hess. Jackson puts up, he has two. So Piper retaliating a little bit here. It's going to be interesting to see if the Thunder can capitalize on this possession.
Something to watch here. I'm pretty sure Frankie Hess has put on a leg sleeve for the first time this year, so looks like he might have his swagger back.
Well, they're going to rule that the ball is going to stay with the Thunder. Like that call. Seems like a good call, Nate.
Yeah, it's definitely off Piper there.
Davis is going to inbound. Throws it to Neeson. Neeson passes it back to Davis. To Ogden. Bring around the Rosie. Here's Davis driving in. Pass to Peters is a little bit of a miscoordination there, and Peters missed it. The pass went out of bounds. It's going to be Piper ball.
St. James really needs more dribble penetration. I mean, a lot of their game they play at the top of the key, and it's hard, to be consistent from just only playing on the outside. They need to get downhill and attack and maybe draw some fouls.
Little change here. Lamar Brooks came out for the Pirates, and into the game comes Bernard Lavitt, number 12. Certainly want to watch him. Crawford, the big man, has it at the top, and he's going to dribble in. He wants the shot, and he does have it. That was just really, really good athleticism there by Crawford, shooting over the top of St. James. Hess is pressured immediately. And they're going to call a foul there on the slap.
That looked clean to me, but I'll take it.
Certainly will take it if you're a Thunder fan, but at the end of the day, basketball is most fun when it's physical. Here's Davis looking around, throws to Ogden. Ogden surveys inside to Neeson, back out to Ogden. Trying to find a lane is Hess. Gets it inside to Neeson. Ogden wants three, and off the rim.
But you see what that dribble penetration did? Hess got penetration, and it opened up those outside shots.
Well, certainly there's number 12, Bernard Lavitt, making a statement here with 2 points of his own. And Chase Wright is in the game for the Thunder. Davis wanted the drive there. It ultimately got blocked. He had to pass it back out to Ogden, and there's some miscoordination there again on a pass, and it's going to be a turnover. Piper ball.
Just sloppy from the Thunder.
Yeah, they started off really hot.
Unforced errors. I mean, It's just unforced errors.
They started off hot, but you hate to see that happen. It's starting to peter out a little bit, and you're going to need to regroup and get going.
They might need to put the boss man back in.
I agree. It was really electric with Bossy in, but all of a sudden they take him out, and we're banging shots off the rim and turning the ball over. Here's number 13, Silas Barnes with the ball up top. And the Piper Pirates are going to have a turnover of their own.
Call that off the Thunder, I think.
They are going to say that's off the Thunder. That is an interesting call. If anybody would have been off Neeson, he was in the area.
There you go.
Thunder
Look at
get
that diamond
ball
on
back.
the floor.
They're going to call a jump ball, actually. Neeson, great effort there from Neeson, diving on top of that ball and causing a jumper.
That's a Luke Neeson type of play.
It is.
Not very talented, but, I mean, he's going to work hard. He's going to work his butt off.
Your sticky glue guy right there.
That's your sticky glue guy.
Here's Kolich taking it up the court for the Thunder. It's a press by the Pirates. Nice little move there by Kolich. And they're going to call a travel there on Hess. That's something you want to see.
But he's getting downhill, and that's what the Thunder have lacked so far in this game, so I don't mind the aggressiveness.
Certainly agree with that, Nate. as long as you can find lanes, it helps open up the shooting game on the perimeter a little bit. Here's Brooks.
Get that out of here. Jace Wright with the denial.
Yep, Brooks, his shot is denied, taken up the court by Kolich. Jace Wright being aggressive, can't find an opening. To Peters, great pass. Peters wants three, and he's got three. Emmett Peters with 3 points, and that's going to end the first quarter. Well, Mary Claire was on the sideline. She had an interview. We're going to send it down to her.
The Thunder are familiar with facing elite scorers with Barry on Tuesday night when they faced Washington in their
Thunder are going to inbound. Can't find an opening. Here's Hess looking. Great pass to Neeson. And they're going to call it travel. That is an interesting call indeed. That's the second travel on the Thunder in the last couple possessions by both teams, but I don't really know about that call, Nate. The last one looked close, and that one looked a little close too.
Yeah, they looked clean to me.
Looking, trying to find a lane. Passes it out to Brooks. Brooks surveys, drives inside, try to get the ball to Vogel, and it's going to stay with the Pirates. They're going to say it was off the Thunder. Can you say something?
Yeah.
Well, Lavitt drives into the lane, looking for two, and it's off the mark. Great rebound by Neeson. I'm going to say Thunder ball. Ladies and gentlemen, we do want to apologize. It does appear that we're having some technical issues right now. Me and Nate are going to continue calling the game as usual, but just bear with us and enjoy the visual broadcast. Here's Peters taking it up the court for the Thunder. Neeson out to Kolich. Kolich to Peters. Peters surveys Neeson.
Back screen.
Yeah, great.
Left him.
Oh, here's Jace Wright taking a three of his own, and he drains it. Jace Wright, the sophomore, number 24, making a statement.
And that's what makes this team elite. 1 through 5, they can shoot.
And analysis there, Nate, as Jackson surround Vogel. Vogel and Jackson have really been the show, but here's Crawford trying to get in on it, and his three is off the mark. Brooks wants to drive. They're going to call a foul and send Brooks to the line. That did look like there was a little contact there, Nate, but you love to see the physical defense.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate long rebound. Hard to box out for that long, especially against McCown, who's a really long, lengthy guy.
See how Brooks fares at the free throw line.
Look who's at the scores table. The boss man is checking back in.
Well, if this plays out any way it did when the boss man was in at the start of the first quarter, Thunder should pull away here. See what Brooks does here.
I mean, when you need your dirty work done, who do you call? Call the boss man.
Brooks nails his second. Press. Doing a really aggressive and good job of trying to beat the press, though. Bossman gets it up top. Looks to right, drive into. Screen there by Coolidge. Peters driving in. Gets out to Hess. Hess wants three. And it's just off the mark. Good rebound by Luke Bossi. And a good assist there by Jace Wright. The rebound from Bossi.
He does everything. He does all the dirty work, the boss man.
Those two guys in the paint are a really dangerous duo for any team that they face.
Good hands, Frank.
Frankie Hess, great effort there. Coolidge driving in, gets it back to Bossi. Oh, his layup is off the mark and no good. There is a foul called, however. And it's going to send the boss man to the free throw line.
Boss man's at the free throw line.
Bossman drains the first one. No problem at all.
He's just a great guy. Does all the dirty work no one wants to do. Gives back to charity at the charity stripe.
I can't quite get the second one to fall, Nate. You spoke a little too soon.
Should have waited till after the second free throw.
Brooks gets it to Vogel, and Vogel looking around, letting his offense get set up. Been pretty impressed so far with this Piper team. Their offense is playing pretty coordinated and playing a really good defense.
St. James has looked a lot more physical this game.
They have, and especially their offense, too, looking like it's clicking a little bit. Brooks with the layup there, couldn't get it to fall. And here's Hess, dribbling it up the court, and he turned it over, just fumbled it a little bit, but Brooks couldn't hold on to that one, and Peters is going to have it back going the other way. Hess for another three attempt, off the rim again. Bossi couldn't quite get to the rebound. Good effort there by Brooks. Piper's going to have a shot here. Jackson taking it, and he drains it.
It's a tough bucket right there.
It is a tough bucket, but it's good players like that. DJ Jackson draining that three, no problem at all. And it's going to be a three-point ball game as Coolidge takes it into the lane, chucks it up. Not really too fond of that shot myself, Nate. But Crawford is going to get to the rebound and hands it off to his man Vogel. Brooks now wants three, and he drains it. So Piper Pirates have gone on a 6-point unanswered run and tied the ball game.
That's just bad transition defense.
Really nothing else to say. Peters dribbling around, looking for a hole.
That's a nice move.
Oh, you've got to make your layups, though.
$1 million move with the penny finish.
Crawford got fouled there, and Coach Dom is livid.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a showboat play from Jace right there. There's no need for it. Got a goaltending for absolutely no reason.
Not something. It's something that Jace Wright can do sometimes, is just make those decisions that you're not always too sure what exactly he's doing. Good street ball.
Is that 6 rebounds for the boss man now?
I mean, something along those lines. I wouldn't be surprised if he had even more, 7 or 8 possibly, as Davis is going to take a 3. Don't see him do it very much, but he capitalizes and connects.
Nylon.
St. James just appears to be playing some street ball, replicating off some St. James greats. You know, your Adam C. Jigs, Dylan Williams, guys like that. Just really physical and aggressive shooting and defense so far.
It's just weird as Matt Davis always looked dialed in.
He just is always just cool, calm, and collected as Brooks answers with the 3 of his own. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game. Piper has taken back the lead. Just sloppy offense there.
Don't do anything
Brooks
stupid.
gonna lay it up. Emmett Peters decided to resign a little bit and not go for the foul there, and Dom's gonna take a timeout.
Coach Dom is livid right now. I mean,
I think livid might be an understatement.
I don't understand why. They're just playing sloppy basketball. They're turning the ball over. And turnover.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send it over to our sideline reporter, Mary Claire Zacharias. She's got some insight for us.
Like was said earlier, these two teams have not played each other since the 2021 and 2022 season, as St. James won by 21 as the Thunder were led by Sam Summerholder, who had 17 points in their win over the Pirates. Summerholder, the 6'7" guard, is now in his senior season at Newman University, averaging 8 points per game as he started in all 28 games last season for the Jets. The Thunder look to knock Piper off once again, only down by 4, almost halftime. Josh?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back after the timeout by the Thunder. After a good, solid first half, Thunder have gotten a little sloppy here with 2 minutes to go in the second. So, Nate, what are some things that they can do to get back on track, maybe gain the lead, or some momentum at all before halftime?
They need to stop turning the ball over. They need to make the smart, easy play and not the fancy play.
Yeah, you don't. Sometimes coaches and players have a tendency to do that sometimes. They go for the fancy, the cute play, but oftentimes you just want to make the play that's going to be successful, as Grady Ogden drains 2.
So tough midi pull-up. Ogden right there.
Don't see him too much inside the perimeter, but makes it count there with a nice little jumper. Beautiful shot there from Ogden.
He really has a silky smooth game.
He just kind of drifts whenever he jumps and shoots.
I mean, he's just good at everything he does. I've known him for like 7 years. He's the best Fortnite player I've ever played with. He's good at, wow.
I mean, Brooks trains a 3 of his own. You can tell it's a Thursday night when the commentating crew for Primetime's talking about Fortnite, ladies and gentlemen. But back to Grady Ogden. I mean, it's just fall asleep to the sound of the net swishing.
Exactly. I mean, it just seems like he's successful in everything he does. That's kind of what you want out of your star player.
So here's Kolic into the boss man, making the court shake a little bit. Gets it back to Kolic, and Grady Ogden has it up top.
He's thinking about it.
He was thinking about that. We've seen him hit 3s like that before. Great pass. Peters, wide open 3. You got to hit this, and he does.
What a great pass from Ogden to Kolic. That one more pass got the Thunder an extra 3.
Great job. You know, it's much better that they took that shot over the one that Ogden was thinking about taking there for a second, it looks like. So Taylor and Jackson playing hot potato with the basketball. Jackson gets it up top, launches a 3 of his own, and he drains it. I mean, every time the Thunder score, Piper seems to answer with points of their own. Just going to be really important here for the Thunder on this possession to maybe maintain some momentum going into the half.
Jackson absolutely bricked his first 3-pointer, and now he's 3 for 3 since. I mean, he's unconscious. He doesn't think about his last missed shot.
He's just a machine out there.
He's a fresh mind with everything he does.
It's like Vader, man. He's more man than machine. Kolic taking a 3. Don't see him doing that too often. Ogden comes down with the rebound.
Number 4, Brooks.
Golich is going to inbound for the Thunder. Ogden is launching a 3 to end the half. And the Thunder are going to go into halftime down 5. Certainly not the way you wanted to end it, Nate. I mean, just any last analysis thoughts before we go into halftime here on the performance so far?
I just think the key to the second half is going to be physicality. I mean, Thunder had stretches right there where they were outmatched in physicality, and it shows on the scoreboard right now. So the keys for the second half is physicality.
I don't think there's any better way to say it, Nambright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we send you guys into halftime here. Final, your scores so far, 34 Piper Pirates, 29 Thunder. We're actually going to send it over to Mary Claire real quick on the sideline with one last report with Coach Don before half. Mary Claire?
Coach, your team is doing a good job right now sharing the basketball, but Brooks and Jackson just keep knocking down their shots. What's the message to the team in the locker room?
Well, we're fine with them taking those shots. They're shooting 26% from 3, so I'm glad a couple of them went in, so I hope they keep shooting because they're way better there than in the paint.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Josh?
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day. Help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K-South.
From Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
What's up, Thunders? My name is Salvador Valera, and I'm coming to you live from the venerable Fulton J. Sheen Video Production Studio here at St. James Academy. And this is Season 2, Episode 7 of TBN Pulse. In this episode, we are bringing to you fresh content from our video production classes who have once again proven that deadlines really do spark miracles. In this episode, we see many kinds of ideas come to life through our video production classes. Isabel Chenili gives a behind-the-scenes look at the dance team. Jack Dahlstrand takes a deep dive into Lake Lenexa. Dad jokes that'll have you laughing with Joseph Wagner. And an interview with the undisputed GOAT of basketball. This is TBN Pulse.
When there's a home game at St. James Academy, you'll find the SGA dance team on the sidelines and performing halftime. In order to do so, the team gets ready for the big game together as one team. And to tell us about her own personal getting ready routine, we have Emily LaBarge.
My getting ready routine, I like to get my uniform on first. A lot of the girls do their makeup first, but I like just getting in the vibe in my uniform. And then I do skin prep, basic makeup. We have special game day makeup that we do, getting my lashes good. And then I move on to hair because I like to get makeup and uniforms out of the way first because they're easy and hair takes me definitely the longest. So I move on to hair and make sure that I just look game day ready and matching with the other girls on the team.
Through getting ready together, many bonds have grown or have been strengthened through getting ready together as a team. Many girls would say that this is the highlight of their dance team season. Whether it's singing songs, helping girls do their hair, or helping teammates with makeup, this team truly has a special, unbreakable bond. Getting ready together is a key aspect of their team dynamic and performance overall, and helps them grow as sisters in Christ through the art and sport of dance.
Thanks, Isabel. And now, hope you got your swimsuit, because we're taking a deep dive into Lake Lenexa.
This is Lake Lenexa. The lake covers over 35 acres and is located within the 250-acre Blackhoof Park. The lake is home to many trees, animals, and birds. This is a great blue heron. It can commonly be found at Lake Lenexa year-round because of the lake's wetland environment and rich food supply. Blackhoof Park features nearly 36 types of trees, many of which are identified along the trail that loops the whole lake. The trail circling the lake is roughly 2 miles long, but can be about 3 miles if you include additional paths beyond the lake loop. In the fall, Lake Lenexa offers gorgeous colors along the paths and trails. Lake Lenexa Dam is a beautiful blend of engineering and artistry, completed in 2006 as a part of Lenexa's Vision 2020. The dam is considered a functional piece of art featuring fountains, sculptures, and water features that symbolize different stages of the water cycle. The dam supports wildlife habitats and contribute to the ecological health of the area. These are Canada geese that also admire the beautiful Lake Lenexa Dam. Some of these geese are year-round residents of Lake Lenexa, and some are migratory birds who are flying south from Canada. If you haven't been to Lake Lenexa yet, it's a time to check it out. Great views, peaceful trails, and plenty of geese to keep you company.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles. So if that fits with anything that you may have, then maybe Performance Rehab may be a good fit for you.
And now, let's lighten the mood with some dad jokes.
When does a joke become a dad joke? When the punchline becomes apparent. I tried to catch some fog earlier. I missed. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Thanks, Joseph. And now, me and Grace got a chance to interview the greatest of all time. His name has been mentioned with the likes of Jordan and LeBron, our very own Mr. Duran.
I'd say my basketball career started at the moment of my conception. When God infused my soul into my body, He infused the soul of a hooper. When I was born into the world on April 11th, 1998, my real basketball career started like every good basketball career does. One inhale and one exhale at a time. And that's when it really took off. I got my first college offer at age 14. And the rest is history. Some people number me among Jordan, LeBron James, Bol, Lonzo Ball. When I play basketball, I'm like skating. I'm an artist. I don't really have to think. I just sort of let myself go. Gotcha.
Thanks, guys. He is for sure the GOAT, undisputed. Thank you to the video producers who created these segments to further the mission of St. James Academy. I'm Salvador, and thank you for watching TBN Pulse. God bless, and go Thunder.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to St. James. And what was a pretty exciting first half, Thunder unfortunately lost the lead in the final 2 minutes. Nate, what can the Thunder do to just stay on top of this game and not let another one get away from them?
Yeah, probably stop turning the ball over.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge issue. It's been a huge issue over the past couple of games. It's been discussed in the locker room and at practice and in film. So I just like to see them clean that up and to be really tough this half.
Yeah, Nate, I 100% agree with that. Too many mistakes so far for the Thunder. It's kind of been a repeating story. We're going to sit it down to Mary Claire Zacharias. She's got a sideline report up for us. Mary Claire?
Just talked to Coach Bishop, and he told me 4 things that his team needs to do. Number 1, they need to get out in transition, rebound the basketball. Pirates getting too many second chance points that they're taking care of. Then make sure all 5 players for the Thunder on offense touch the ball, get the ball around the helm. Then finally, get the ball out in transition. Run in transition, most important part of the game of basketball. And I heard from DJ Jackson earlier this week, and he told me the Pirates' experience and big games are going to help them tonight. The Pirates have played a really tough schedule, most notably against a good Oak Park team who graduated Corbin Allen, now playing at KU. Jackson, the 1,000 career point scorer, is looking to get to his spots as the Thunder will need to be strong defensively against the Pirates team, and they have so far only down by 5. Josh?
Well, thank you, Mary Claire, for that analysis. Unfortunately, Brooks puts up a layup to get this quarter started. Piper is going to draw first blood. Mary Claire, once again, thank you for your continued expert analysis, insider analysis from the sideline. Peters driving into the lane, puts up 2. The boss man gets the rebound, juggles it, gets it back out to Peters.
Boss man doing more dirty work.
Kolich wants 3, and he can't capitalize. So here's Vogel.
Oh, what a play!
Nearly intercepted there by Kolich. An excellent effort there.
This is a mismatch.
It is.
Need to get a defensive switch here.
Inside to Crawford, back out. Here's Vogel taking the 3. A little bit of a line drive there, couldn't quite get it up enough, and it's off the rim. Here's Davis to Peters. Peters letting his offense get set and fires it back out to Davis. Ogden wants 3 and can't quite capitalize on that one, just off the rim. Ogden pretty mixed so far tonight. And here's Taylor laying up a layup of his own. Grady Ogden, I mean, he's been the top shooter on the team, but when his shots aren't falling, things can kind of take a turn. He's the guy that's the most consistent. You just want to see him make more of those shots. Kind of got a lid so far in the past 6 minutes of game time.
This is just the very opposite of the way the Thunder wanted to start. They didn't want to give Piper a run to start the half.
Now a 9-point deficit as Kolich is just going to launch another 3. He's able to get that one to fall. He's currently 1 for 3 on 3-pointers tonight.
If nothing's happening, you got to make something happen.
Exactly. Shout out to the Pirates for doing a great job so far, just jamming up the lane and keeping the Thunder on the perimeter. But Thunder need to capitalize as Crawford takes a 3 of his own, and he got it. Quick answer there from the Pirates, Nate, and just not what you want to see.
Absolutely not. I mean, I'm impressed. Big man like that shooting the ball, but guess that's just today's modern basketball.
I guess so. Kolich wanted to drive, and there's the aggressive defense getting it inside of the boss man. Boss man laying it up.
They're going to line.
Yep, sending him to the line. The boss man is 1 for 2 on free throws so far tonight. Let's see if he can make it 3 for 4.
Keeping my mouth shut this time.
Well, he's got his first one. And down goes the second. The boss man is 3 for 4 on the night. Nate, you did a good job keeping your mouth shut.
Yeah, I'm just going to shut up for the rest of the time he shoots him.
Here's Vogel taking it up the court for the Pirates.
Talk about someone earning minutes. The boss man has done everything correct.
He's really earning his playing time so far. Crawford and 1. That just seemed a little accidental, Nate. I mean, he didn't even really like it shoot it. He just kind of putted it.
Unfortunate bounce for the Thunder right there. But back to the boss man. He's been doing everything right. I mean, he forced a tough shot. It was just break off the backboard that ended up going in.
Well, Crawford capitalizes. He got himself a three-point play.
See if the boys can get something going here.
Exactly. That's what you want to see. Just keep rallying. Thunder's so good at that. No matter how many points they're down by, they keep rallying. And Grady Ogden's going to draw a foul himself, sending him to the line. And that's a dangerous man. You do not want him at the free throw line.
No, he knocks these down, gets hot, starts drilling them from the outside. Thunder can get right back in this game.
Down 10 points, looking to make it 8. Ogden easily makes the first one, never in doubt. That one rolling around a little bit, and Thunder are going to call a timeout. So, Nate, I mean, once again, Thunder kind of getting down a little more than we originally wanted them to, but we're going to continue to keep an eye on them. Mary Claire has another sideline report for us. Mary Claire.
We just saw the senior number 5, Cooper Crawford, just go on a run for himself, averaging 10 points per game this season. Only has 5 tonight, but just extended the Pirates' lead by 10. He's committed to the University of South Dakota to go play tight end next year. Cooper Crawford, a 6'7" senior, power forward, has made a little bit of a difference tonight, but really come alive here to open the third. Josh?
Well, thank you once again, Mary Claire. Nate, what can the Thunder do on this defensive possession that are going to change things up, hopefully create some turnovers?
Force a tough shot. That's all what they need to do is force a tough shot. They can't, no easy buckets at the at the rim, excuse me. And get a rebound and get out in transition.
Love to see that. Here's Crawford, the big man again, going up. That was a little bit of a tough shot, and they're going to say it's going to stay with Piper. Thunder fans are not loving that call, and I got to be honest, I don't know if I agree with that one myself.
I mean, the boss man does it again, though.
Just creating.
He just walled up, blocked his little circus shot that he was trying to shoot.
And it's intercepted. We just talked about that.
Luke Bossy has been the man tonight.
So here we go. Davis driving into the lane to Bossy. He's got a layup. Luke Bossy finally capitalizing on an offensive possession.
Sometimes you just got to clap your hands for a man. I mean, he's been a beast tonight. He's been the boss.
When you needed him most, he's cutting the lead to just 6. This game is still well within reach. We've seen him go on 6-point runs before. The Thunder are back in pretty good shape.
The Oman import has been a national treasure tonight for the Thunder. I mean, he hardly played the first couple games we did together. And he's just come out tonight, and he's been an absolute dog. And that's a little bit what this team's been missing, is that extra dog in him.
I mean, they've just been – Coach Dom's been feeding him more bites of the cake over and over. And eventually, I mean, tonight he just said, you know what, Luke, we'll give you the whole cake. Why don't you go out there and start?
The more they feed him, the more hungry he gets and the better he plays. I mean, he's been an absolute stud tonight.
Absolutely. Love to see the man continue. They're keeping him out after the timeout. Taylor's going to inbound it for the Pirates and get to DeVogel. Vogel's been the point guard for the Pirates tonight, doing a pretty good job of maintaining control of the ball. And it's hard to defend a guy like DJ Jackson, but he certainly made it easy that time.
Who made that play again on the help side defense?
Luke Bossy.
Luke the boss man.
He's having himself a game tonight. Can't emphasize it enough. Love to see it out of the guy.
He's every...
And they're going to call... Was that a travel there, it looked like?
That was a 10-second call. That's just a mental error by Luke Kolich.
Yeah, you can't do those. You don't see Luke Kolich making those mistakes too often. For a young guy, he's pretty composed out there, but you can't allow stuff like that to happen. So, once again, relying on the defense is the Thunder, and Crawford's going to go in and put it up for 2 off the rim and rebounded by Matthew Davis.
Him taking a 5-foot midi is exactly what the Thunder want.
Exactly.
That is a recipe of success for the Thunder.
Yep, creating those turnovers on defense. Good screen there by the boss man. Peters driving into the lane, puts it up, and gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. Shooting 2 is Emmett Peters. Good effort there, too. I mean, he Looked like there for a second he was about to get swatted, but kept control of the ball and was able to get it off.
Emmett is so smooth on his little in and out move. That is his bread and butter, is that little in and out move. I mean, it seems like it works every time.
I mean, it works so often, he may as well trademark it at this point as he puts his first free throw in.
I mean, it just seems like he plays with perfect tempo on some of these drives.
That's something that the Thunder they're just so good at. A lot of these guys on the team, you think of Grady Ogden, Emmett Peters, especially their shooters. Frankie Hess a little bit too. They're really smooth with it. It's just something the Thunder does really, really well. Peters gets his second one, and the Thunder have not missed a free throw since Nate shut up on the free throws.
And with Bossy coming out, let's see if the other Luke Neeson, can keep up the good work that Bossy's been putting in all night.
100%.
3 Lukes on this team. That's a lot of Lukes.
That is a lot of Lukes. Neeson following in Bossy's footsteps, gets a hand in Crawford's face when he puts the shot up, and the shot is no good.
Tough night for Crawford.
Real tough, and he's just been a body, kind of a force to deal with defensively, but he's pretty much 50-50 for shots tonight as Kola tries to drive in, gets it out to Ogden. Ogden to Hess. Looks like he considered it before putting it back out to Peters. Peters, physical drive into the lane, puts it up, and there's a layup. Emmett Peters proving once again why he is a top 1 shooter on this team, possibly better than Grady Ogden, maybe top 2, depending upon
better
what date
than
is.
Grady Ogden? I don't know, GM. But definitely, I think he might be the best scorer on this team. I mean, the way he plays with pace downhill is something that, we don't always see out of Ogden. And he can shoot the ball up there with Grady. Not better than Grady, maybe not even as good as Grady, but I think he has the most offensive potential on this team.
Yeah, you know what? We'll give credit to both of them. Put them on a 2-man Mount Rushmore. It's a little bit of a effort there. It's going to see who the ball's going to go to.
It's going to be Piper ball.
Yeah, they're going to say there was a foul there.
Jackson comes up limping.
A little shaken up on that play. A little sub alert here. Bernard Labbit is back in the game for the Pirates, number 12. Had a pretty interesting first half. Was in a little bit, and he capitalized on a couple offensive possessions, but defensively he was pretty silent. Number 10, Quincy Wade, is also getting his first playing time tonight. With Labbit lobbed a 3, couldn't quite get it to fall. Gets it out to Jackson, who still appears to have a little bit of a limp. He's still smooth with it. Brooks, the perimeter. Labbit to Taylor.
This is great defense right here by the Thunder.
It is.
Let's see if they can finish this. Oh.
And they're going to call a tripping foul. Looks like there. Quincy Wade was the one who got tripped up.
That's just unfortunate, but that was a great possession until that foul.
Thunder does it better, I think, than anyone playing. Nice physical defense. And, yeah, it's going to hurt them. Sometimes they're going to cause fouls, but you can live with that a little bit if you're going to play good defense.
See if they can answer the bell once more.
Brooks, really, really nice shot there. But the lane was also a little more open than you probably wanted it to be.
Really like a little bit more help defense there.
So here's Peters looking to drive in. Oh, he can't get the layup to fall. Doesn't happen too often. Emmett Peters. And Jackson couldn't get it to fall, but a tip in there by Almar Brooks. Really good effort there, finished through. But Frankie Hess is going to lay it up and answer with 2 points for the Thunder. So maintaining a 4-point deficit here is the Thunder.
That's a good transition bucket by the Thunder.
Yeah, just kind of a constant back and forth here.
That's what they need more of.
Taylor launching a 3 off the rim. He's been really inconsistent shooting tonight, and they're going to say the ball's going to go for the Thunder as Piper Pirates had it out of bounds.
Did he just go off the handle? That had to hurt. I think he just went off the handle. Up the stairs. Wow, that had to hurt.
That's a really easy way to break your hand right there. Saw some similar stuff happen in the Miege gym during my good old CYO days.
Real hoopers play on Saturdays.
Ooh. Aggressive drive there by Hess.
Let's see if we get something at the cup here. Let's get something going downhill. And if we don't get it at the cup, go downhill, get a kick out 3.
Good one-handed catch there by Davis. Really nice. Student section making a little bit of noise. Here's Matthew Davis once again with the ball up top. They really can't get it back even closer to the perimeter of the three-point line as Ogden passes it inside. Great pass to Neeson, but if he couldn't quite get it up, it's tipped and turned over. Quincy Wade up, swatted, and out of bounds going. It's going to be Thunderball. Great defense.
And the Piper fans are irate about that one, but can't call foul when it's a clean Grady Ogden block.
Piper's going to sub. In comes Brooks. Piper fans still making a lot of noise on the opposite sideline, but again, like you said, if the ref didn't see it, it didn't happen. So just under 40 seconds to go in the third quarter as Hess taking up the court. Piper playing with a little bit of angry momentum here. Just want to see him control the ball. Don't give Piper the ball back with too much time. Davis drove about halfway and backed out.
A lot of these are the Piper's JV guys.
It is, yeah. And it's going to be Piper ball. Said it was off Grady Ogden. Grady Ogden's not too happy about that one.
They just need to close out this quarter. They need to close out the quarter with a stop.
11 seconds to go. Got to play lockdown defense here. Clamps. Can't let anything go up. Can't let anything happen. You're only down 4. Give you some momentum going in to the fourth quarter.
No fouls.
No fouls at all whatsoever. Tipped. Crawford couldn't hold on to it, but Brooks puts it up anyway. Air ball, and the quarter's over. They called a foul. Oh, no.
Wow. You can't call that. I want to see that one again.
I mean, could it have possibly been a compensation call from that last shot by Brooks down in the paint? I don't know, but at the end of the day, it looked pretty clean from up here.
Thunder fans are irate. Neither fans are particularly happy with either the refs right now.
Well, as an official, I mean, I had some experience as an official, and it was never good if you made both sidelines angry because nobody was on your side then.
Can never make everyone happy, though.
No, you can't. It's actually similar to a politician now that I think about it. Somebody's always going to be mad.
Someone's always going to be angry. You know, it is a thankless job.
Well, Brooks drains both of his free throws. 0.4 seconds on the clock, and time expires. We're going into the fourth quarter. 6-point deficit here going in as we're going to send it down to Mary Claire for yet another sideline report. Mary Claire.
I asked Coach Dom what he has learned about his team in the McPherson Invitational that is still going on with the snowstorm that rolled through the Metro as they will finish it out on Saturday against Topeka Seaman in the 5th place game. The Thunder played Topeka Seaman earlier in the year, only lost by 3 at home. And Coach Dom told me hopefully they can learn how to play tough on the road as he thinks they have not played their best brand of basketball this semester in true road games, which they will find out on Saturday. I can assure you they are playing tough tonight against an athletic/physical Pirates team. Josh?
Well, thank you, Mary Claire, for yet another great analysis there on the sideline. She's doing a great job tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Nate, what are some things going into the fourth quarter here that the Thunder can do to finish out the game strong? Like you said, we talked about those turnovers. Is there anything else you've noticed so far in this second half of play from the Thunder?
I thought that was a really good quarter, and I think they need to get out in transition in this last quarter. Also, something I didn't realize before the game, star bench warmer and really big culture guy, Cooper Plattner is not on the bench tonight. He has a 101 fever. He's sitting at home. And, you know, that's a big loss. You know, it may not look, you don't see him on the score sheet or anything, but those culture guys, they make the team.
Yeah, culture guys indeed. St. James got a lot of those. Another one over there, Corey Kirkner sitting on the bench. Rolled his ankle, all bruised up, but and again, St. James, just a lot of good culture guys. Crawford finally gets a layup to fall. Not a great way to start the fourth quarter, Nate.
Nope.
Davis driving in, got to back out. Gets it to Peters. Peters looking around, surveys. Don't want to panic here. And Davis launches a deep three. He's got it. Don't see him do that very often, huh, Nate Bright?
No, you don't. But I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I used to play basketball with Matt Davis. He was a C-team warrior, and every practice he would just shoot the lights out. So this is no surprise to me.
Well, the lights were never brighter than this. In this moment right here, simply now a 5-point deficit. Great shot there by Davis. Taylor driving in, and they're going to call a push on Jace Wright.
Wow.
I don't even think he touched him.
I don't think he did either.
Looked to me like he just stepped out of bounds, but they're going to pull Jace Wright from the game. Coaching staff for the Thunder are not too happy with that one. Yet another bad call tonight. Here's Crawford launches from about the free throw line, and he got it. Just really bad momentum killer there. After a call like that, Taylor tried to jump the pass, couldn't quite get there. Good effort, though. Davis tried to get it into the boss man. They're going to call a kick.
Look for them to throw the ball to the corner here. Usually they like to run a little action from this short corner over here. So
Matthew Davis is going to inbound, floats one to the boss man. Boss man back to Davis. Davis driving in. They're going to blow it dead again.
Another foul on Piper.
Well, it's relieving to know it goes both ways. This crowd's gotten really quiet here after that call down on the other end against Jace Wright.
They're just looking for a response.
Yeah, at this point, you want to get a little electricity back in the crowd. No better way to do it than the boss man, but he's going to pass it out to Kolic. Kolic to Hess. Hess driving in. Boss man, layup's got it!
The boss man has done everything right tonight. The boss man deserves a raise after tonight's game.
Here's Crawford launching another three, and he drains it. Great shot there by Crawford. Again, bigger guy. Don't typically see that from bigger guys, but he's got that magic touch tonight.
He started cold, and he's really heated up.
They're going to call a push now on Johnny Vogel. Bossman gets the ball up top. Matthew Davis taking a three off the rim. Bossman gets the rebound, passes it out to Kolic. Kolic wants to, and he pulls up the jumper and drains it. So a 6-point deficit for the Thunder. It's once again one of those games where they just can't seem to close the gap no matter how hard they try.
Luke Bossi has been doing his best Oscar Tshiebwe impression tonight. Do you know who that is?
Unfortunately, Nate, I do not. I don't have that ball knowledge as DJ Jackson is shooting the lights out so far in the second half.
He was an all-time great rebounder at West Virginia and Kentucky, and he used to give KU trouble every time they played. I mean, he was a dominating presence.
I don't think from the way this guy sounds, I don't think anybody replicates the boss man more. I think after tonight, Bossman needs to get promoted to Godfather.
The Godfather, Bossy.
Yeah. Here's Ogden for three. Off the mark. Couldn't get it to fall. Brooks looking for room. They're going to call a foul on that. Brooks going to the line. It didn't even look like he got touched.
I think we're calling just fouling on everything now. I think we're listening to the crowd more than we are watching with our eyes.
Again, as a former official, I don't like to criticize officiating too much, but sometimes it can get a little tempting. I think they might be liking the sound of their own whistle a little bit. Brooks doing a really good job of capitalizing on free throws tonight. Excuse me. Looking to add another one to his score here. And he does. Doesn't even break a sweat. Thunder in desperation mode. Again, this has just been a theme lately in the fourth quarter for the Thunder. They can never get too comfortable. They're going to call a foul on Vogel. Well, they seem to go, the officials tonight were seeming to allow a lot of contact in the first half, but they've really tightened up in the second half. You almost wonder if they talked about it during halftime.
I mean, they must have. I mean, it's been a lot tighter whistle this half.
I don't feel like they have room for anything.
Thunder need a bucket here, though.
They do. They
Doesn't
do.
matter if it's a 2 or a 3, they just need a bucket.
Get a little momentum back. Here's Kolich looking, a little bit of a push there. Kolich drives in. Bossman gets the rebound. Ogden drives out to Kolich. Kolich to Davis. Davis to Peters. Thunder ring around the rosy here. Bossman fumbled the ball. It's loose. Picked up by Bossy again. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ogden for 3. Drilled it!
You know him as Grady Ogden. I know him as Shawnee Ogden, but all I know is he's a shooter.
Oh, there was never a time that it was more needed than right there, but Grady Ogden drills a three-pointer, cuts the lead to 8. 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go. Nate Bright, Thunder are down, but they're not out.
They're never are. This is going to be like the Seaman game, where it finally occurs to them that when they're playing at their best, that they can, this 8-point deficit, if they play at their best these last 3:52, it'll just go away.
You just wish that they could just get the lead at some point. They do such a good job of not going away, but at the end of the day, they just can't seem to get in the win column lately.
Yeah, they fight and they fight and they fight. They're going to pull out a win eventually. This hard work is not going to go unseen. It's not going to go unrewarded. We're just hoping that comes sooner rather than later.
62-54 Piper Pirates. 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Does the Thunder have one last gasp, one last attempt to stop the Pirates at home and defend the court? Here's Vogel taking it up the court for the Pirates. Taylor's been a frequent player for the Pirates. They're going to call a foul and one. DJ Jackson is going to the line with the possibility of making this a three-point play.
And that's just deflating. That's deflating for the Thunder.
That may have been the dagger right there.
I wouldn't say it's the dagger, but it sure is a wound.
Well, I guess it depends if he makes his free throw, which he does. But we'll see here. I mean, the Thunder, 3.5 minutes is a lot of time, especially in the last 3.5 minutes of a basketball game. Lots of starting and stopping of the clock. They're definitely going to need points on this possession, though. Bossman gets it inside to Ogden. Ogden looking around, spinning to Kolich. Great pass there by Ogden. Kolich pulled it up. Couldn't quite get the shot to fall.
That's just a tough shot. Grady Ogden probably should have taken a 3 there.
I mean, when it comes to Grady Ogden taking a three-pointer or any other player taking any other shot, I'm taking Grady Ogden taking the three-pointer. But I digress. Anyway, here's Jackson taking it up the court for the Pirates. Pressed by Davis. Really good effort there by Davis. This is just a guy that never quits. He doesn't get enough credit, I feel like. for as much as we talk about some of the other guys, Matthew Davis is just a team player out there doing a great job.
He's a stud.
He is a stud. Taylor drives in. Peters gets the rebound off the missed layup. Driving around. Desperation time. Peters bangs it off the rim. Gets the rebound, though. Puts it back up. In and out. And Peters is tripped up and down on the court, visibly frustrated.
And that just kind of feels like how it's been all night for St. James. More unfortunate bounces for them. You know, Piper's had a couple of, tip-ins that just magically went in, and the Thunder have a lot of shots that seem to just roll around in the toilet bowl and not go in.
Unfortunate there for the Thunder. It's just been a toilet bowl indeed recently, Nate Bright. Peters drains his first free throw. He's got his second attempt here off the mark, but Bossy's there with the layup. I don't care how many points you're down by. You love the efforts.
I mean, Luke Bossy must have a special lady in the stands tonight because he is playing out of his mind.
So Crawford is driving into the lane here. Gets it out to Vogel. Vogel pump fake. Gets the man to float. And it's rebounded by Matthew Davis. Davis taking up the court. Fumbled it though. It's on the ground. Another push here.
Wow, let's get a little chippy out here.
A minute 58 to go.
Minute 58, 8 points. Can the Thunder do it? Can they pull it off?
They're down 8. I mean, crazier things have happened here. They definitely have a shot. DJ Jackson has been the point guard so far for the Pirates. There's never been a...
He's been a stud all night. That's what he's been.
I mean, he was a little cold starting, but I guess it just must be the weather, Nate, because he got heated up real fast.
And if they get a stop here, go down, get a bucket, they're right back in this thing.
Spinning. Brooks, rebounded by the boss man. So here's Peters. A little voice crack there, but here's Peters. And Ogden's going to end up with the ball. The paint, and they're going to call a foul. Brady Ogden got fouled, and it looks like Johnny Vogel.
Is that his fifth?
I don't think so. He's had quite a few, though.
Yeah, I feel like he's been fouling all night. Thunder are in the bonus right now. 2 shots for Grady Ogden. Thunder have 4 fouls. They have no more fouls to give. So every foul from here on out will be 2 free throws for the Pirates.
Thank you for that analysis, Nate Bright. Ogden toilet bowls his second free throw, but both are good. We're going to play a hard press here on Piper. Gets it to the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Jackson. Hard press here. Finds Brooks, though. Brooks on the other side of the court. And they're going to blow it dead. Going to the line here. They're going to say the Thunder fouled.
2 free throws for, who's that? Jalen Taylor.
Yep, Jalen Taylor. Sorry, my viewpoint was blocked from up here. Just a little, Nate, this is just another frustrating night for the Thunder. They just can't seem to, not only can they not seem to win at home, which is where you want to win, if anywhere, they just can't seem to really be comfortable at any point during the game.
They just seem to have really good stretches, but they just can't play a complete game. And, I mean, obviously we know they have it in them to do it. It's just sometimes it's hard to play a complete game. They go through little lulls, and it's killing them right now. And I have no doubt in my mind that by the time playoffs come around, they'll have it figured out.
Well, I mean, this team has so many different playmakers who play well under pressure like this, where they're down. Peters launches a deep three off the mark, but once again, just all kinds of playmakers on this team, and when the playoffs roll around, there's no better time to get things going. Kolich drives in. Bossy with the rebound puts it back up for 2.
And you want to figure it out sooner rather than later. I mean, you can't just say they're going to figure it out later, they're going to figure it out later. Well, eventually later comes, so they got to figure it out soon.
Looking ahead at their schedule, I mean, they don't have a lot of easy matchups coming up. They still got to play Seaman again. Blue Valley North has had a pretty good season. A lot of these Blue Valley teams have had pretty good seasons so far. They still got to play Aquinas. That will be at home. So, and of course the highly anticipated matchup at Bishop Miege High School. So, a lot of tough matchups coming up, and at some point, there's a lot of pressure to just win out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs, and they're going to make the bracket. They're going to make the state tournament. But, you know, you don't want to be a one-loss team and go home. I mean, this is their seniors last year. They're going to play hard, and they're a good senior leading group. Obviously, Luke Bossy's played his heart out tonight. But, I mean, you just want to see the team play together, and I feel like that's kind of like you've had a great individual efforts, but you've never had a great game from everybody, and that's hard to win when it's one guy against 5 instead of 5 against 5. Little quarterback action here from Jaden Taylor.
Yeah, I don't really know what this. You don't see formations like this very often, but
they're going empty.
Yeah, it looks like they got a double or a trips out to their left side with a single receiver on the right.
Trips right, man. Trips right. One high robber.
Yeah, threw it back on the hitch route. That was a nice little move there. Great move there by Taylor. Ogle's going to get it back, and Emmett Peters is going to foul.
Cover one robber, a classic.
DJ Jackson. 67-61 is your score. DJ Jackson shooting free throws. 24 seconds to go tonight.
He misses this, they go down and hit a 3.
Well,
uh-oh.
No 3, but Jace Wright capitalizes on free throw. This could get interesting here, Nate. I mean, you're only down 4. 18 seconds to go. They use a timeout here. See if they decide to go doubles here on the inbound.
Spread. And they're going to go spread. I'm thinking maybe we'll go trips left now.
Maybe run a little mesh route.
Is the camera down there impeding the baseline?
Now something that Thunder Broadcasting Networks, they got to get us digital pads up here so we can draw little routes up for. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
look at that, 2 handsome faces right now.
I don't know who these 2 gentlemen are, but they're doing a good job.
These 2 chaps on the camera right now look stellar tonight.
Well, here we go. DJ Jackson.
Oh, offensive foul.
What?
That could be 2 free throws. No, they're going to give it underneath.
It doesn't matter.
Offensive foul.
This
is heating up. No time should come off the clock.
I don't know, man. This is going to be close. Here's Kolich going to inbound for the Thunder. Nobody's open. Gets it right off the hands and out of bounds. It's going to be Piper Pirates basketball. You got to make plays when you have the opportunity. Just right. Just couldn't quite hang on to that one. Just too far out of his reach.
Bossman's making plays all night, and that's the one play he could not make. Unfortunate.
Well, Thunder foul, 15 and a half seconds to go on the dot, and DJ Jackson's back at the line. He actually missed both of his free throws on his last attempt, so it'll be interesting to see what they do from here.
Barely gets it there.
6'8" to 6'3". (69 to 63). So once again, a 6-point game with 15 and a half seconds to go. And you're basically just going to start chucking it up at this point. You need 2 quick threes, and that's going to be your only shot.
Need a prayer.
A little bit of an underdog at every St. James sporting event, home sporting event per se, is the St. James Academy Drumline. Shout out to them. They do a fantastic job.
I think the band is the best program we have here. I mean, they're incredible.
I mean, Nate, I remember talking to you before home football games that it gets me juiced up every time going out and hear the Drumline play. And they're going to call it travel. It's going to be Piper Ball, and that very well may do it.
But while we're on the band, yeah, they're studs. Everyone in that band line, they're studs. They get me amped. I mean, when I'm playing, they get me amped. They get me amped when I'm sitting in this booth here.
I want to go out and hit somebody.
I mean, I want to go out and just drill 3.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Final score 71-63, Piper Pirates. So St. James, another losing streak well on the way. Mary Claire has a couple last words for us. We're going to send it down to Mary Claire Zacharias. Mary Claire. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually still waiting for that highly anticipated interview with Coach Thomas. Here he comes walking over. It was a little premature, but here we go.
Coach, your team fought to the very end. Unfortunate 8-point loss. What was the difference for the Pirates tonight?
Well, they made threes tonight. For a team coming in averaging 4.7 made threes per game. I know they had 6 at half, and they made a couple of big ones. 5 was incredible tonight. Thought we did a pretty good job on Jackson. I thought you'd be proud of us for that. But their other players stepped up, and we were just a few possessions short.
Quick turnaround on Saturday, 5th place game. Going up against Topeka Seaman, you saw them 3 weeks ago, only lost by 3. What will be the key for your team in that one?
Well, again, I think I told you in the email, it's kind of been the week of great players. We saw really a high score Tuesday night. Obviously, DJ Jackson's incredible, and we know what Bonner can do, averaging 26 a game. So it's what it's all about. There's no rest for the weary right now. EKL starting next week, so we got to get back at it.
Thank you for the time, Coach.
Thank you.
Josh.
Well, Mary Claire, thank you for your continued work on the sidelines. Nate Bright, frustrating finish there for the Thunder, but going into a long weekend, hopefully they can capitalize, rebuild. Is there any final thoughts that you want to say?
Oh, well, all you can do is move forward, so rest, get some good sleep, recover your body, and have a good week of practice and try to go win the next one.
Yeah, stay warm this weekend, folks. Tomorrow's going to be a chilly high of 19 degrees, so warm nowhere near in the forecast. But anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, from St. James Academy. I'm Josh Milnes. Right next to me, Nate Bright. We will see you all in the next one. Peace out.